Hello, I've got a quick tutorial on multiplying mixed numbers. This goes within Chapter 3, which is our fraction unit. Up to this point, we've been working really hard with fractions, and students should know how to multiply a fraction by a fraction. Today, we'll focus on multiplying a mixed number by another mixed number or a fraction, just depending on what the problem is actually asking. Just a quick reminder, a mixed number has a fraction part and a whole number part. So that will help us determine what we're actually going to be multiplying by, because we actually have 8 wholes and 1/3 of another whole. So our first step, which also can be found in our math notebooks, we have step-by-step examples. Our first step is to convert our mixed numbers into improper fractions. And we can do that, I always tell the students to make a backwards, really more of a reverse C, where we multiply our denominator with our whole number. So that would give me 3 times 8 is 24. And then we add in our numerator, 25. So that would be 25 over 3. We keep the same denominator. And now 3 is a whole number, so we just need to write it over 1. Okay. I've also worked with students. We could go ahead and multiply and we would get 75 over 3. But I've helped students kind of learn that they can simplify before they multiply, because 3 and 3 share a common factor of 3. So I'm going to mark that out, and I'm going to make that 1, because 3 goes into 3 one time, and the same down here. So now that I multiply across, I have 25 times 1, which is 25, over 1. And we just need to convert that back into a mixed number or a whole number. 25 divided by 1 is actually 25. And that would be our answer. Now let me work one more example. Let me work number 26 in our book, which is on page 404. We have 7 2/5 times 2. Okay, again we need to do the reverse C as we are changing this to an improper fraction. That's our first step. So we would do 5 times 7 is 35, and then add the 2 in. So that would be 37 over 5. We also need to change 2 into a fraction, and we will just place it over 1. We did not change the value when we converted them to improper fractions. Now we can multiply straight across. The first thing I do is look to see if I can simplify, and unfortunately I cannot within this problem. So I need to do 37 times 2. If a student doesn't know that, they just need to write it out to the side. But 37 times 2 is 74. And then 5 times 1 is 5. Now I'm ready to convert this back into a mixed number. I can do that by dividing, because the division bar really just is like, the fraction bar is really just like a division sign. So 74 divided by 5. 5 goes into 7 one time. We can subtract. We'll be left with 2, and we need to bring down our 4. 5 goes into 24 4 times, which is 20. And then we are left with 4. Since 5 went into 74 14 whole times, that is our whole number. Our remainder is what's left, the pieces that are left. So that is our numerator, and our denominator stays the same. So 14 4/5 would be our answer. I hope this helps. If there's still some questions, just make sure you bring them to me in class, and that way I can address them.